Alright guys, what is up? We are out on the California Delta today and I've just launched right off of Paradise Point. I don't know what to say. We're fishing a rising tide, so the tide should be coming up right now, and it tops out by midnight. I am fishing in the afternoon. It's about noon right now, 12 o'clock, and I'm gonna be fishing until sunset. I'm fishing a calm day after all the storms. We are towards the end of November, so I don't know how the fishing is gonna be today because the storms have just passed. Today's gonna be a quiet, calmer day, and I know it's supposed to rain or like sprinkles in the next couple of days here, but we will see how it goes. I am just out here to fish, and I really just want to fish. So let's go fishing. Let's try to make some magic happen. Catch you guys in a second. I forgot to mention, guys, I am fishing the long cut or trough right off to the right of Paradise Point. I fished this section on the shoreline a lot, but never the opposite side, so that's what I want to do, fish opposite side. And during that one little other trip, I think the Modesto trip, one of them, where we came here on the afternoon, fished this side, that's only as much as I fished it, so I want to run all the way through it. It's gonna be a long one, but the wind pushing us in our favor. Going back might be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but it's all good. I'm also starting off with a flat-sided crankbait. It's been a lot cooler lately, so flat-sided, tighter wobble. See if that makes much of a difference. It's a lot of grass. It's very big, just essentially a big grass flat. And crankbait's getting caught. I keep trying to pop it out. That's what I'm trying to do. Taking the top of the grass and then pop it out. I just saw fish busting up here. Give me a second. Honestly, I'm cool with like a striper too. If you're not bass, striped bass, or stripers are also just as fun. Yeah, I see fish jumping out here. I don't know what these guys are, but there's a boat, and I don't want to really disturb them. They're anchored down and just kind of chilling around here. I don't really want to disturb them too much, but looks like there's bait fish being chased. Oh, whoa! That was a crazy strike. That's a striper for sure. Come on up. No, it is not a striper. Oh my God, it's a big bass. Oh, I fouled hook him. Oh wow, that's a huge bass, but I fouled hooked him. I'll come up here. Ah, man. I foul hooked them. That's terrible. God, I don't even know if that was actual hit or not, but that's a real big fish. Damn. I foul hooked him right on the back of the fin. That's terrible. Damn, that goddamn good. It's not coming off. Wow, that's a real big bass. Dang. That messed me up. It's a real big fish, but foul hooked. It's probably about 4 pounds. I'm gonna measure him. Dang, this would not be a scoreable fish if in a tournament or anything. Because that's foul hooked. That's terrible. About 21 inches. No, 20.5. Dang, that felt like a good hit and then foul hooked. Fuck. That's terrible. He's a 5-pounder. It's another 5-pound bass. That's beautiful, but she was foul hooked. That's terrible. Ah, damn. There's some fish around here. I'm gonna try to stay around here for a little bit. I'm too close to the boat, but I feel bad. But there are fish targeting different species. They're fishing for bluegills. Yeah, they're fishing for bass. I would have left, but fishing for bluegills. Man, my area got fucked up. Well, looks like somebody hit that guy. That tail's messed up. I'm gonna swap that guy out real quick. There's still fish busting around here, so I'm gonna stay around here. Wow, it's a 5-pound bass. Also, bent up the hook. I think he was going for one of the hooks, hit it, but one of the other hooks swung around and got him on the back. Makes me feel terrible, but that was a real good fish. Let me swing around a little bit. Looks like I see a school of bait fish running out over here. The wind's calmed down, so lots of fish just popping. I thought that would be a striper, the way it ran, the way it hit, but I don't know if the fish just swung at it or it smacked it, the A-rig, and trying to kill the bait before eating it. Probably what was happening, but got the top fin and foul hooked it. But that was a big fish. Just see if we can catch another one around here. I just saw a bass follow up the A-rig. Ooh, this is a school of bigger. Can't tell, is bigger bait ball, bigger fish. There were either bait balls or bluegills, but there were a school of bigger fish, bigger than bigger than these A-rig baits. Hey, A-rig is catching their attention. I got a big one to strike, but I don't know if he actually hit it or again, I feel like with that 5-pounder, I'm pretty sure it bit. That's why I wanted. Ooh, something just bit right now too. What was I saying? Yeah, with that 5-pounder, pretty sure it bit. That's why one of the baits, the tail was missing. Pretty sure it hit it, but completely missed it. But one of the other hooks swung into it and hooked it. So I think that was just lucky. I'm pretty sure that big one did bite, but had it been any other way, I think I would have. Then 1.5 hour hooked it. I thought it was huge. I thought it was a striper at first too, the way it was running. But I saw it was a bass. I'm like, oh, it's a big bass. Oh, it's a 5-pounder. Well then. Just unfortunate that I did foul hook, and it makes me feel bad because it's like, it's a foul hook fish. I don't feel like I actually caught it. I just got lucky. But I feel like it did hit because the way it felt is just, I felt like a crazy bite. The waters was also a lot clearer back here compared to where I was earlier before the bridge. I think that helped. The cleaner water definitely makes it more valuable for fish. Ooh, I see another bait ball in front of me. See any fish around it? Ooh, there's one. Ooh, it's another good one. Oh my God. Damn, that's a good one. Probably about a 3-pounder. Beautiful fish. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I would get another bite. That's cool, very cool, very cool. On the A-rig, good old A-rig. Yeah, all these bait balls around, I'm just gonna check this A-rig around for a while. Man. All right, get out of here, bud. Woo. Don't splash me though. Come on, it's cold. Very long cast near a bait ball. Caught a fish along the shore. I mean, again, all of this is a lot of just grass flat. Not like in the middle of the here is also just grass. It's not very, it doesn't get very deep here, but I feel better. That was an actual bite. That felt good. This also, again, is just an area where there's fish. Compared to where I was before the bridge, the water was dirtier. I mean, it was windier, so it was harder to tell. But the water's dirty. Over here, there's a lot more grass. Well, grass is everywhere, I'm not gonna lie. There was grass over there too, but over here, the water seems a lot cleaner. The grass seems a lot greener. So that probably helps with what fish is around. And around that house where that dock is, where that boat is at, I want to stay there longer, but again, that boat is just sitting there fishing. I'm gonna leave them alone. I don't want to stay around too long. I shouldn't have even been there in the first place for some courtesy purposes, but I just saw all the fish busting. I'm like, I have to make a couple casts. So, but again, those guys aren't fishing for bass or stripers. Looked like they were just targeting bluegills. They were using bobbers, floaters, and they were catching lots of small fish. So to whatever they were catching, they were whacking them. We aren't fishing for the same targeted species. So I'm not too apprehensive, but again, I don't want to stick too long and overstay my welcome. And that was the right choice, I guess, because I just caught one now. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's a big one. Whatever that is. Oi, these are. Oh, he dug in the grass. Oh, I think I snagged this guy too. Oh, seriously, why am I just snagging these, just foul hooking these fish? He feels huge. Ah, foul hooked him like two. That's terrible. I'm just A-rig, man. Just foul hooking these fish like left and right. Get out. Pound and a half. Get out of here, bud. Hey, they're hitting the A-rig, but they're not really. They're not really eating it. I think they're just smacking it to kill it first and then eat it. And every time they smack it, the bait is just hooking into them, or the hooks are just dropping up to hook into them. I mean, I'm not complaining, but still, foul hooking fish sucks because it doesn't feel like you actually get a bite. You foul hook them. It doesn't feel like a bite, but the way they do hit it, it does feel like a bite, but I don't know. It feels a little weird sometimes. The bites definitely picked up, which is nice. Again, it might be the area, it might be the time of day, it might be the tide. The tide has again, I love fishing the end of an incoming tide when it starts to just barely top out. And also the beginning of an outgo tide is also pretty good. When the tide is about topped out, it's my favorite time to fish. This bridge on 8 Mile over here is a common bridge a lot of people come fish at. You're not allowed to fish on the bridge when the game warden says, and sheriffs that come by says. A lot of people still do anyways before they drop by, which, you know what, honestly, I would too. But it's a bridge I used to come fishing at around a lot when I was younger. Still come back every once in a while on the shore, but maybe for an hour or two. I never film it. Maybe I should, but it's never long enough to make a video, so I choose not to. Maybe we just make a whole hour video. Maybe. But very, very popular bridge, so always a lot of people. A lot of nostalgia for this bridge, but the fishing is always not the easiest one anyways. But most people that come fishing here is always fishing for bluegills or smaller fish, never bass. Although I come fish for bass, and there's a pipe back there that does spew out water every once in a while, and you catch a good striper every now and then. All right, let's turn around and make our way back. I can't tell if the boat's still over at the dock, over that little house area. I might make my way straight back there and fish around there, see if there's any more fish still busting, bait balls. Because over here, it seems very, very bare. I saw a couple bass, but I don't think they're actively feeding fish. I kind of want to make my way back right now. Oh no, that's seaweed. Oh, there's one. There it is. Boy, you gonna jump? What are you? That's a striper. Ooh, that's a good one. Here's one of the fish I wanted to catch. Hey, come on. You're gonna put a hook on me. Let's grab by fish grippers. Ah, there we go. Wait. Can you stop wiggling around? All right, got the hook out of him. Probably about 16 inches. Nice little striper. Get out of here. One of the fish I expected to catch around here. Yeah. Let's not break my rod like an idiot. He's fine. See if we can catch another one. I'm assuming more of those are around here. But yeah, to whatever these fish are relating to us, is like, I assume it's all this cover, shrubs, the dock, everything around here is just enough for these bait fish to just stick around. And now these stripers, whatever the predatory fish are, relating to these smaller fish. So, all these baby predatory fish just feeding on these huge balls of bait fish. I mean, I came through here and nothing but bait fish. Well, I assume these are stripers. These stripers are going crazy over here. Crankbait? Question mark? I don't have fluke, which is really annoying. I wish I brought my fluke, but crankbait, and then I'll change on to my jerk bait. I think these guys are hitting anything I'm throwing. Man, whatever these tiny fish are, I assume the tiny stripers. They're going crazy. They're probably like fingerling size, nothing huge. Oh, there's one. A better sized fish will hit my bait. Got it. Finally, something hit it around here. And he's got a bait in his mouth and he's foul hooked on the tail. Look at that. Got one in his mouth and one in his tail. So sorry, bud. The trick works of an A-rig. Another small bass. Probably about a pound and a half. Thank you, bud. I was starting to lose hope. Man, the amount of baby stripers are going crazy over here. I see them popping every once in a while. They're absolutely tiny, maybe the size of my finger, size of my hand. They're not very big. But there are some decent sized bass and decent some stripers mixed in. So I'm just hoping my bait comes across one eventually again. That one went airborne over there. It's gonna be fun rewatching this footage. But I gotta get going. It's time to get dark. How unfortunate. I caught another one here though. I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay with catching at least one more in the area. You know, that fish that I saw shot up, I don't know if it was a striper. Looked like it was in the shape of like a bluegill or a perch. That was really weird. Are these shad running through here? Are these like the big shads eating these bait balls? I don't know what these bait balls are. Are these bait balls shad too? I don't know what these fish are anymore. These are not stripers, are they? I don't know what these guys are. Because if they are baby stripers, they would hit the A-rig. At least, I don't know what these are. They're super keen on bait fish, or these are not stripers. I saw one fully come out of the water. It didn't look like a striper to me. So I don't know what these fish are. Dang. Oh, there's another one. Little guy, come on up. Ooh, he bit the middle one. Whoosh, little guy, get out of here. All right, guys, we're gonna call it there for tonight. The sun's just about set. It's pretty dark here. The camera might not show it, but it's pretty dark here. Honestly, it was a pretty good afternoon of fishing. That's probably tend to be the case during the winter. I will be fishing a lot during the summer. Fishing a lot more in the afternoon towards the night. I don't chase the morning bite when it gets cold. It's not really a thing. It exists, but it's not really a thing. Not something I do much during the winter. Fishing in the afternoon is definitely a thing I do more often. Today was a good day. Caught that 5-pounder. I snagged it, but again, I think he hit the bait, didn't initially get hooked, and then somehow swung into another hook and completely got snagged. I thought it was a monster the way it was swimming. Sorry, thought it was a monster, and then the way it was swimming too, I thought honestly it was a striper. The way it was like run to the side, but it was not. I did catch one striper today. That's cool. Oh, I can see my breath. I don't know if you guys see that, but I can see my breath. That's pretty cold. I did catch one striper, probably about 16-incher, 15-incher, so not too bad. That was fun. And another, after the 5-pounder, I caught another good one. But a lot of smaller ones, all on the A-rig. All on the A-rig. Yeah, anything bait-oriented definitely is going to be the key during these colder weathers. So that's not surprising, but all on the A-rig. And a lot of them got more than one hook in them. But how unfortunate, but that's pretty good. And also all those fish that was just boiling and busted, I don't know what those were. They honestly, I want to say they were baby stripers, but they might not have been. They weren't even hitting my little A-rig, my little swim bait. They might have been something else. But also a lot of bait fish in the system makes a lot of sense. So I was using the A-rig and it was catching them. So again, overall, it was a pretty decent day out on the California Delta. And another 5-pounder to add to the bag. God, I've been catching 5-pounders quite often. I want to catch a fucking 6, 7, 8, 10-pounder. One day. the California Giants, but I won't complain about a 5-pounder. That was pretty cool. Just the way I caught it wasn't all too satisfying, but it was a pretty good day. I hope you guys enjoy. Catch you guys all next time. Peace.